There it goes. Started Duracoating some magazines to make them match to AR, and I figured I'd go ahead and try and do a quick video on doing it. It's pretty straightforward. You want to do a base coat, get everything started. I've already done these two. We'll go ahead and shoot this one. Make sure you get everything coated all along the edges and stuff. You don't want any dark spots on it. Alright, you get all your base coat put on, let it sit for, I usually let it sit for about 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll do the stripes and stuff on it. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes. Next thing we're going to do is do the stripes on it. Let me show you this one I've already done. You can kind of see right in here the green where it's darker up in here. I painted this one in the gun itself, that way the pattern matches. So I'm going to try and get pretty close to this as matching it up, the way it'll blend in with the gun itself. The one nice thing about Duracoat, it's really forgiving. You know, if you kind of mess up a little bit, you know, it's easy to come back and touch it up. Okay, that one done. So there's nothing exact about this. You know, you can do any patterns or colors you want. Just, I'm going to try and keep it fairly uniform. That way everything kind of blends in and matches. And I just ran out of paint. Let me mix up a little bit more and we'll be right back. Alright, went ahead and finished that up real quick. Now what we're going to do is mix a little paint, put it inside a cap, get you a natural sponge, something like this. Dip it in there, get you a little bit on it. You may want to kind of blot it a little bit. And you just kind of go over just random little patterns on it. Now this will take a little bit longer to dry than just spraying it. Just do it till you get a pattern you like. It's pretty consistent. You go on to the next one. It really doesn't take much paint at all to do this. So I'm trying to keep this in frame, but it's kind of, sometimes I'll forget about the camera going and you start doing my own thing, and next thing you know, you're looking at nothing. Alright. That'll stay. There we go. Alright. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to clean up the paint gun and everything, clean out the lid, and let this dry for a little bit. And we'll come back and we'll start doing the next color with the sponges. See you in a bit. Alright. So let that dry. Something else I didn't mention a while ago, if you want to speed up the drying process, get you a heat gun or a hair dryer, and it'll dry this stuff almost instantly. Alright, next we're going to take the next color, a little bit lighter, and do pretty much the same thing we just did with the other. Say this, you know, it's personal preference. You can do as little or as much as you want to do on it. That's good. One thing too I didn't mention a while ago, on these colors, the tan that I put down first is what I'm putting back over it now. Just kind of let it blend, and then the green that I did a minute ago with the sponge is the same that I did the stripes with on it. So after this dries, I've got some black I'm going to go back over and do just a little bit on it, not a whole lot, and it gives it a nice contrast to it. Alright, let those dry, and when we come back we'll put a little black on there and maybe some flat dark earth, and that's going to be pretty much it. So stay tuned, be right back, and we'll get another color going. Alright, back, get some black put on here. Put that down. Same thing as before, get you a little container full of the black. The nice thing about these sponges, I'll show you real quick, is depending on where you use it, which side, you get different color, different patterns out of it. So it's kind of fun to experiment just to see what you can come up with out of it. Excuse me. Just repeat that for each of the magazines or whatever it is you're doing. One thing too, when you're mixing up your Duracoat to do the sponge, don't use as much hardener in it as you normally would, because with it just sitting out, it will dry up really fast. I've found that out the hard way. But you do about half of what you would normally do with the hardener, and it should work out pretty good. It should give you plenty of time to do this. Alright, looking pretty good. Let's say just let that dry, and we'll go back over it one more time with some flat dark earth, and we'll let it dry, and that'll be it. That'll be done. So hang on, we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, final color we're adding is the Magpul flat dark earth. This, I don't do as much of it as I did on the other colors, because I don't want it, covering everything else up. Just kind of want a little extra, little different color in there to kind of blend everything. And so with all the colors that Duracoat has, I mean, the color combinations for doing this is just endless. One thing about doing this too, if you get like too much black on it, or it doesn't look quite right, you can go back over it and kind of focus on the darker areas with this, and you can kind of lighten it up a little bit. Alright, I think we're done. It came out pretty good. I'll let it dry, and add those mags to the mag pouch, and maybe eventually I got a few other mags that I might go ahead and do up, and depends on if I decide to keep this color on the gun or not. But so far I'm pretty well liking it, but you never know. Things change one day to the next, and hell, tomorrow it may be bright purple. You never know. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments. Until next time, y'all have a good one.